Hey everyone, it's Crystal with the Your Real Estate Transaction Coordinator YouTube channel. And today I changed things up a little bit. I had another video that was scheduled to post today, but I received a comment from a viewer and I decided to go ahead and create this quick little video and share 4 tips on how to make time when you're getting started in this business. So I'm probably going to butcher this, but D Montagu 13. So this is for you. And keep in mind that this list is not exhaustive, but these are just a few quick tips to get you just kind of on the right path, get you in the right mindset, pointing you in the right direction to get started. So the first thing is to just jot down a list of prospective clients. So these are realtors who maybe you've had your eye on. Maybe you know that they are high producing realtors, that they are definitely helping their clients buy or sell homes, many transactions throughout the year. And maybe it's someone that's in your inner circle. You know, we all know a realtor, right? We probably have a family member who is a realtor or a friend. And so if you are comfortable, perhaps, approaching a family member or someone that's in your more inner circle, then if you're comfortable with that, then go for it. But I know that there are some realtors in your maybe second or third degree of separation that you probably have your eye on, or when you thought about starting this business, you thought to yourself, wow, they probably would be a really good client. It looks like they're working really hard and that they have a lot of transactions during the year. So don't give it a lot of thought. Just write down, grab a pad and pencil and just write down everyone who comes to mind. Okay. So start there. And then even though I promote this business to be virtual, it's very likely that you could still have clients who are local. I have that same situation. So I have a local team of realtors, and it's funny because I rarely see them. Every now and again, we will coordinate for me to run over to the office and maybe meet with all of them. But it's so rare. It's so funny how, we're here in the same city, literally a couple miles from each other, and I never see them because it's really important for me to have this business as a virtual one. And, that's what works for my family. And that is what works best for me as I run this business virtually. So even though I may be down the street, it was important for me to set that parameter that I work best when I can stay home and focus and get the work done and the transactions that I need to do. And then also have that time with my VIPs, with my family. That's really important to me. And one of the reasons why I highly promote this business. So another strategy is, if you are maybe looking at your local sector, I would consider maybe going to a meetup or going to a LATIP or maybe a BNI meeting. So those are all networking type meetings. You may not have heard of them before, but they definitely exist. So BNI, LATIP, or a local meetup group of basically professionals. And I guarantee you there are going to be some realtors in that group. And then you could also consider taking a look at your local, I'm not sure what it would be called in your city, but for example, it would be like the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. Forgive me, I was trying to think of the name. And what you would do is maybe go on their website and see if they have open meetings where you could come in and present your offering as a vendor. So, that may be a little bit intimidating for some of you, and others you may just full speed ahead. So, hey, I say go for it. If you find that they have open meetings and you can pop in, and it may just be like 10 minutes. I want to give you a heads up. If that is the case, it's, you're not going to have like a half an hour, but consider that as an option. So that can be a quick strategy for your local prospects. And then, of course, if there's someone who you maybe have been made aware of, but they're out of state, or maybe you've done some research and just found some high producing realtors in maybe the states in your region, then I have some other tips that you can use to reach out to them. But of course, an email or a phone call is a great strategy as well. Try to be as personable as possible. Now, the second thing is to make sure that you are being disciplined and that you make time to contact at least 10 prospective clients every week. You can do this. That's 2 a day. That's not a lot. You can definitely handle it. And what is going to set you apart when you are reaching out to prospective clients? There are going to be 2 things that I want you to do. I want you, if you have spoken with them or you have had a face-to-face meeting or maybe a Skype meeting, or whatever kind of virtual meeting, if you have had that, make sure that you follow up with an actual thank you note. So handwritten, put it in an envelope, put an actual postage stamp on it, put it in the mail, and make sure that they get a physical thank you note. So that's definitely going to set you apart. The second thing I want you to do is follow up. So if it's a situation where maybe the conversation was, or the idea was tabled for, maybe they said, okay, get back in contact with me next month. I'm running some things in my business right now, and I'll have a better idea at that point. Make sure that you follow up. Have you ever heard the saying that the fortune is in the follow-up? You probably have, because so many people don't do that. So if you do those 2 things alone, you are going to stand out with this prospective realtor, who it could be your prospective client. So handwritten thank you note, and then make sure that you follow up. So after a conversation or after a virtual meeting, make sure that you follow up very professionally, letting them know that you're very interested, and if they have made time to give thoughts to what you can do for their team. Alrighty. Now, the third thing is no excuses, okay? So I don't want to hear that you don't have time. So if you have kids, when you put them to bed at night, then you start doing your research and you start looking for your prospective clients. You start writing out that list if you don't have time right now. So I understand that some of you may be working full time during the day and you're trying to get this going on the side. I understand. Or maybe you're just a stay-at-home, a work-at-home or stay-at-home mom or dad, and you got little ones running around during the day. I get that life too. I live it every day. So you have to make time to do this and be intentional about it. So when the kids go to bed at night or when you get off of work, you make time to write that list out, okay? And then if you for your actual meetings that you're going to have, schedule it during nap time or when the kids are at school during the day. So just be intentional, be purposeful, and make sure that you are not allowing yourself to give excuses of why you can't do this or saying that you don't have time. We all have 168 hours in the week, right? And you choose what you do with those hours. So no TV, no whatever, no social media, no Facebook. Make sure that you get this done because this can really change your life. It really could. Being able to work virtually and do something that you enjoy, that you love, that you can make a viable living from and still be around, your family. I think that means the world to me. And I'm guessing since you're watching this channel, it does for you as well. So no excuses. Make time to do this. And then the fourth and final thing that I want to share with you today is you need to be on my email list so that way you can have access to my secret weapon, one of them, and that is my capability statement. And so when you have that list of prospective realtors and you are trying to get meetings with them, or maybe you even just have email back and forth conversations with them, I want, before you do any of that, I want to make sure that you have my capability template. So make sure in the description below this video, you will have a link where you can access my VIP email list, join my list, and I'll be sure to send you that template. And I explain a little bit in the email about what that template is, but it's basically a next level resume for business. So it's not your typical resume. You'll notice this when you see it. It'll really make you stand out, and it will really put in the forefront your skills and how you can serve these prospective clients. And I really think that it will make you shine. So make sure that you do that. I have, many other resources in regards to information and on both this YouTube channel as well as my website. But most importantly, just make sure you're on my email list, because I do share details with my subscribers that I don't share elsewhere. And then the other thing to do is, remember, this list isn't exhaustive that I'm sharing with you. I just wanted to just give you some things that just kind of get your mind going and get some ideas going. So if you are really serious and really want to take things to the next level, then I suggest that you sign up for my TC masterclass. So that's my real estate transaction coordinator masterclass, or schedule a strategy session with me. So the strategy session is 60 minutes, and that's where I take a deep dive into your particular situation. I have you do some prep work before our call, so that way I can prepare and be my best for you on that call. And when you leave that virtual meeting with me, you are going to have an action plan of what you're going to do next to get this business started. And some of you, I know, have actually taken a licensure course, which is wonderful. And so I think that's something else that you could definitely add to your capability statement. So make sure that you get on my list. That's something else that you could definitely highlight on that capability statement, that you did go through a licensure process. But remember, you don't have to be licensed to be a real estate transaction coordinator. If you are, that's great, but you do not have to be licensed. I want to make sure that that's clear. I don't even have a license. So I want you to make sure that you understand that. So I think that these are some great strategies to get started. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much. Like I said, if you want more, you have my masterclass that you can register for, or you can have a one-on-one strategy session that's 60 minutes with myself, and we will, like I said, take a deep dive into your particular situation. So I would love to work with you in any of those capacities, but if not, I still love creating this free content for you, and I trust and hope that it is helping you really get closer to your goal of getting this business started. So as always, if you have not already, make sure that you subscribe to this channel by hitting the subscribe button and giving me a thumbs up, a like for this video. And then most importantly, make sure that you're on my subscriber VIP email list. All right, everyone, that's it for today. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.